Hey guys, just giving you another video here. I got the cooling fan circuits all hooked up through the actually the four relays, but the three is going to be controlled by the ECM and that other one's going to be controlled by the AC turn-on switch from inside the car. So what I did now is I just hooked everything up to a battery and to my cooling fans, and just basically going to test it, make sure it's all going to work before I install it into the car. So what I've done now is I just ran a jumper to power up both the battery and the ignition feed, and I ran that to a positive terminal on the battery, and then this dedicated ground circuit, I ran that to the negative. So these are the two wires that go to the ECM. This is going to be the low side activation, so when the ECM grounds this circuit, the low side cooling fans turn on. To achieve high, it's going to ground this one with this one. So both of these are going to be grounded in the ECM, and the cooling fans are going to turn on high speed. This is that extra relay I installed, and this is going to go to a switch inside the car. So when I activate the air conditioning, if the fans are not on, this will turn the low speed on, but be totally independent. From each other. Meaning that if the fans are already on, this one will kick on, and it won't even change a thing. So, so that's it. So how it actually works is the low side. To get low side, the cooling fans are hooked in series, and the high side, once the center relay switches, it'll actually make them parallel to each other, so they'll have full power. So let's show you here. So this is the low side circuit. If we attach that to a ground, low speed turns on. If we ground these both, then high speed turns on. Same thing with this one here. If I turn my air conditioning switch on, it'll ground that circuit, cause low speed to turn on. So that's what we want. So now that I know that that all works, I'll loop these wires back up into a bundle until I get this in the car, and then I can hook this to the computer. Same with this one, and then I'll eliminate this circuit here until I run my toggle switch. Anyways, I'll get that off after. So that's what I've got done so far. I'll take these leads off here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to work on the other three relays. I still got the AC compressor clutch to connect up, but I also need to hook in a diode for the AC compressor clutch. The reason for running a diode is the where the hell's my there we go. I have to install one of these in order to put this in. The reason for running a diode is the AC compressor clutch uses a big magnet to draw in the compressor plate, and what happens is it builds up a big magnetic field, and when you take the power away, that energy needs to go somewhere. So if you don't run a diode within the circuit, it'll actually collapse into the other circuits surrounding it and could cause a voltage spike and damage components and stuff like that. Look on the schematic here. Basically, all it is a diode that's run parallel to the circuit. So when it shuts off, the extra energy there will just loop itself until it depletes. So that's what we want to do. We want to add this circuit in. So that's not a big deal. But you just got to make sure you install the diode the right way. Because one way, so it's like a one-way valve type thing. So it's going to let electricity go through one way, but not through the other way. So make sure you install the proper side to where you need it to go. So anyways, I'll get this all disconnected, and then I'll get working on the other relays here, the starter and the fuel. Those should be pretty simple. And once I get that, then I can mount this inside the car, and then I can start hooking up all the other circuits that are coming off the engine harness, and go from there. So when I get some more, I'll show you. Okay, guys, I got the all the other circuits ran for the AC compressor clutch and for the fuel pump relay. I didn't hook up the starter relay. It's just because most of the connections are going to be made under the dash here. There's not really anything I can run to it from the fuse panel. I got all the I don't know if you can see them there. All the fuses in for everything. I got everything nice and neat. These wires dangling down are going to feed the. These two are going to go to the ECM to control the cooling fan relays. These three wires are going to be there to control the cooling fans. This one here is going to be the switch that goes inside the car for the AC turn-on switch. So I'll have that run up into wherever I mount that switch. This wire will go there with it. So I decided I'm not going to mount this to the firewall yet, just because I want to cut that out and put in a new piece first. So there's no sense welding on tabs if I'm just going to cut the firewall out and put in a new piece of metal. So I just got it sitting in there right now. It's going to hold. It's not going to fall up around or anything like that. So, but I did draw up a like a chart showing what I've got going where so far. So that'll keep me out of trouble, I guess. My next thing I did was I took this. I took all the wires going to this C2 underhood fuse block connector, and I got everything all labeled with tape. So each cavity that I took that out of, I wrote down the cavity that I took it from. So what I did was I went on the GM website and wrote down what all the wires are for. So like the B8 is a PCM-B fuse, and it's going to be a 20 amp, and that's going to be a B positive, so it's going to be powered all the time. The rest are all in the ignition feeds. So I've got them all labeled. So now what I'm going to do is start going through all these pink wires, getting them shortened, getting them mounted to the fuse block, and then once I'm done there, I've just got a few other wires. Like this purple wire is going to go to the starter relay, and a few of these are going to be fuel pump control, stuff like that. I still got a few coming off the PCM C2 connector. This is going to be a battery feed, the orange wire. So I'll start doing that, I guess. And I'm almost done the engine portion of the wiring. So other than running the harness to the back of the car to run the fuel pump, there's not much else I got to do other than run the AC circuit under the hood, because I got to run run those 2 pressure switches along with that diode with the AC compressor clutch. So that shouldn't be too hard to do anyway. So, but so I guess that's going to be it for now. Not sure how much time I got on this video, so I'll call it quits for now, and then show you guys more of this install in another video. But yeah, other than that, I mean, there are companies that do sell fuse blocks for this kind of stuff, and I mean that would probably be a lot easier for some people. But I mean, if you have an idea of how electricity works, and I mean it's pretty simple to make up your own, you know. You know, some of those kits are pretty pricey. This one here, I mean, it didn't cost that much to put together. I mean, a roll of wire. I had to get a few different size gauge wires. Relays were pretty expensive. You know, I picked up most of the stuff at Princess Auto, so yeah, just as long as you you know, you hook everything up right and test it first, and you shouldn't have any problems. Yeah. All right, until I get some more, thanks for watching.